Hi, Kathleen Guire here. Welcome to Trauma Informed Parenting. Today I'm going to share a tip to help you thrive through this holiday season. If you're new here, my name is Kathleen Guire. I am an author, speaker, educator, former National Parent of the Year, mother of 7, 4 through adoption, but more important than any of those things, I'm a parent just like you. I know what it's like to raise kiddos with a trauma history and neurodiversity. I felt very alone at times in my parenting journey, and I don't want you to feel that way. So, the tip for thriving through this holiday season is keep a schedule as much as possible. I know that's difficult, but when you are raising kiddos with a trauma history and neurodiversity, schedule makes them feel safe. And felt safety is more important than actual safety. So when these kiddos feel unsafe, and they feel like everything is out of control, then they are going to act out of control, just like we adults do. So keeping a schedule as much as possible during the holiday season is super important if you want to thrive this holiday season. If you eat dinner at the table, then make sure you continue to eat dinner at the table as much as possible. If you get up at a certain time every day, make sure that you're still getting up at that certain time and you're following through with everything. I know when the holidays hit, especially if you're taking time off from school or your kids have a vacation from school, we just want to just veg and do nothing. But what that's going to do is that's going to result in more dysregulation, more meltdowns. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be super militant and keep this, it's 9 o'clock now, we need to do this. But try to keep that framework up so that your kids feel safe. Even when you're adding something into the schedule that's fun, make sure when you finish that event, you go back to the regular schedule as much as possible. That way, your whole family will enjoy the holidays more and you will thrive through the holiday season instead of going from meltdown to meltdown to meltdown, and nobody likes to live there. And I think that we have a lot of expectations of our kiddos during the holiday season that are totally unrealistic, and of ourselves as well. And those expectations are, we're going to add all of these things to our metaphorical plate and everybody is going to regulate because these are good things. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, you don't have to do everything. If you know that your child is going to benefit from a few days of really scheduled activity at home, and by scheduled activity I mean your regular breakfast time, your regular snack time, your regular iPad time, or whatever it is, then do that for a few days before you say yes to something. And then after you say yes to something, expect that your child is going to need to get back on track to regulate again, to calm his nervous system, for him to be able to feel safe again. Like that was overtaxing, that was sensory overload for him, and maybe for you too. And so you just need to get back to that regular schedule for a couple days. So maybe your holidays look completely different than your neighbors or somebody in your families, but that's okay because it's more important for us and our kiddos to enjoy the holidays, to thrive through the holidays as much as possible. So my tip is keep a schedule as much as possible today. This is just one of the tips from my book, my Advent devotional, 25 Days of Thriving Through Christmas. And I will link that devotional in the show notes so you can look at it and you can read more about it. Thanks for joining me here today.